Joey John Maguire. I find myself in the Broadway bar in Fulham Broadway. One of my favourite independent pubs in the area, run by my good friend Brennan. It's on right on the Broadway, on the junction of the traffic lights, Fulham Road. That's Fulham, London, United Kingdom. Today has not been without its problems, but what day has no problems? Let's face it. I had a real problem getting a signal earlier on somewhere else. So here I am, about to recite my latest poem, which I wrote as per usual in the early hours of this morning. It's called Services No Longer Required. How the world has changed from what I used to know and understand. The advances in science outstripping even my wildest dreams. Not so long ago, steam was the dominant force, the source of power for all things needing to move. Coal was the black jewel of its time, the world over. But as the stocks depleted, so did its usage. Diesel, petrol, gas, all products of change. Wind, wave and solar power, and gasp, dare I mention nuclear. Televisions replacing crystal sets, mobile phones, computers, container ships, all transporting us one way or another into another era. I look back and wonder how on earth we managed before, and how antiquated the past now seemed, though not when we lived it. I read with interest today's revelations about the fantastic advances research will bring. Not enough, it seems, to have discovered DNA, unraveled the genetic code. Now thoughts turn to a new world order, a world without men, a woman-only world, a designer world at that. Not so much fantasy as reality, immaculate conceptions already in the making. Time rapidly approaching for man to face enforced redundancy. How weird it is that for reality, to take on board women at the helm, holding the reins of power, men's services no longer required, which immediately plummeted my mind to its normal barrack room level. Would that mean all the frigid virgins having their own personal breeding sheds? Any boys unlucky enough to be born to be reared just long enough to provide the necessary sperm? What a thought. I wonder out loud, was it always intended that this world would be eventually governed by some form of lesbian hermaphrodites? I shudder at the thought, though I should expect by then I shall be long gone and best out of it. Our own fault, of course, for being typically male, never for once considering that the balance of human nature would possibly ever change. Our arrogance seeing to our own demise. We had our chance and blew it. Only right and proper then that they should have their chance. Oh, how the world has changed.